It's rather late, which I'm very sorry about, but this is a very special version of PTI it's a belated version of PTI, going out to a dear, dear friend, Gab Neiporent.
Pardon the interruption.
I hope you like my new little introduction. I've been working on it. Well, my friend Isaiah worked on it. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Gab, I'm very sorry this hasn't gotten to you sooner. Been incredibly busy. I wanted to do it on your birthday, but I couldn't actually upload it, so here's a belated birthday present from me. We've had some pretty fun times, and I'm very sad to say that this was, I think, the first birthday you've had since we met where I haven't been there. And I wish I could have been, but alas, I was in Greece doing other such things. But I'll be there for the next one, and hopefully millions afterwards. Like, what can I possibly say that you don't already know? Gab, you're one of the most amazing friends I've ever had. I'm so grateful that we slept next to each other in freshman seminar all the time, because I couldn't be bothered to listen in that class, and I'm very glad you couldn't either. I still remember being very upset that you got a 94 in Film Truth and Value, and I think I got like a 10 or something like that. And over the years, we've had some amazing times together. I have a very distinct memory of going to your house and almost bottoming out my car going up your driveway, which I later found out I was not supposed to do to begin with. I have other great memories of getting salad and Vietnamese iced coffee in your hometown in the lovely, lovely Ridgewood, New Jersey. That's another thing. I go to Jersey for very few people. I will always go to New Jersey for you, but thank God you now live in Astoria. I thought it would be rather applicable to do your version of PTI here in Central Park, because it's kind of like you. It's very fun and warm and loving and caring, and everyone wants to be here all the time, and everyone always wants to be with you. You know, you're the kind of person that people gravitate towards, and I think that's very evidenced by how many friends you have and people who always show up for you. You are one of the kindest, sweetest, most generous, honest, all-around lovely people I've ever had the good fortune to meet. I'm glad we got to live together. Housemates only. Remember that, housemates only. You know, you've been there for me through some of the hardest times and through some of the best times. You know, the hard times aren't worth stating, you already know them, but, you know, I have a very distinct memory of you calling me and being like, Rafi, someone's following me. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is back when we were living at State Street, right? And you're like, someone's following me home. And it turned out to be Andrew following you home. Woke me up for no reason. When you, me, and Emily woke up to an earthquake at State Street, when we planned for a hurricane, it seems like a lot of State Street memories. When we planned for a hurricane, it seems like a lot of State Street memories. When you and I were the only two people who planned for a hurricane that never actually arrived. Just endless great times, Gab. And, you know, out of all of our friends, you're the one that no one ever worries about. Because Gab Neiporent, you're the one who's you're gonna take over the theater world one day. We all know it. Everyone knows it. Just by who you are and your work ethic and your dedication. You're such an amazing person, and I find myself so lucky to know you in multiple ways. I mean, I know if I ever need anything, I can go to you. And I hope you know that vice versa as well. I think it would have been mostly sophomore year, because I wasn't around junior year for snowboard season, unfortunately.
My snowboard.
What?
My snowboard mockumentary.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's intense, Cameron.
But when we ate that, those like tater tots or french fries or something like that at Gore, and it was just the nastiest thing either of us had ever eaten. It just looked like mush and poo or something. I think I still have a picture of that somewhere. I'm gonna try to find it. And making snowboard videos and all other sorts of awesome things together. And oh my God, you wrote that artist profile piece on me freshman year. I just remembered that. And I remember thinking like, wow, this girl thinks, well, no, she doesn't think so, but she needs an artist, and I'm happy to do it. I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I was so flattered. And I'm getting so many weird looks doing this in Central Park. And I'm sure that the looks, I'm not even seeing all the looks I'm getting, but it's well worth it for you, Gab Neiporent. We still have to get burgers together, my treat. We're gonna go to that one place that looked so fun, so cool, had the great cocktails. It was expensive as all hell, but it looked awesome and it looked amazing, and a food experience is always better with Gab Neiporent. Gab, I love you so much. You're wonderful, you're amazing, but you know these things. I don't need to tell you, but you should always be told them. I have the utmost confidence and faith in you, and I'm so lucky to know you. And I love you. Happy belated birthday. I hope you enjoy this. You're wonderful.